So welcome to my 31-week bump date. I'm so sorry that this is late. I just had a ton of stuff going on this week. The day that we usually film the bump date, we filmed another special video that is on this channel called our Draw Our Life. And then the next day we did our live stream, and so things have just been really crazy. And so it's Sunday now and I'm filming this, and hopefully it'll be up first thing Monday morning. So sorry about that, you guys. But yep, I am 31 weeks, and well, technically I'm almost halfway through 31 weeks, which is really exciting. This week we have chosen the fruit to be a coconut, which obviously he's much larger than this, and I don't know how much this weighs, but I think he would weigh less than this. This seems quite heavy to me. Of course, he's much larger than this, but he is also, I believe, over 4 pounds, because he was 3 pounds and 10 ounces at my last appointment. Hi, Karma. Karma's just gonna have some fun. So I think that he's probably a little over 4 pounds, which is getting so scary to think that he could be doubling that. Like, he could be like 8 pounds within a few weeks. I'm kind of scared. So some symptoms I've been going through, I definitely had some new ones this week. I started discovering that I am now starting to get very hot, which of course it's summertime, and I'm usually the kind of person that I would much rather be hot than cold. Usually my office, like I sit in an office, I would rather have no air on than the air on, because I sit under a vent and it just like freezes me because that cold air is so cold. But now I am so hot that I would much rather have some air on me. I've got like this little heater in me now, and everything's just so warm and I'm getting so hot. But I'm loving it because I actually really enjoy being pregnant so far still. I love being pregnant during the summer. I just love I get to wear like cute little outfits, and I get to go swimming with my bump, and I'm really enjoying it. I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy it once we get into July, but I guess we will see. I know I've complained about a lot of rib pain, but I think that my ribs are officially like swollen or inflamed. They're very sore to the touch. I don't think that they've, become dislocated or have been fractured yet or anything, because I can still touch and it's not like it's like a piercing pain. They're just very sore. It is really uncomfortable, and it's really starting to affect my sleep. I'm having a very hard time sleeping. I've tried so many different things, so many different positions, and I think I found something that has allowed me to sleep longer than I could if I was just sleeping regular. But it's so strange. If I just flip my head to the other end of the bed, somehow I can sleep longer. I still wake up in a lot of pain because mainly he just digs himself up into those ribs and really just makes him sore. But it seems to take him longer when I'm at the other end of the bed. I don't know if it has to do with like the level. Maybe my bed is higher up on one side, so when I put my head up here, then like it's harder for him to get up. I don't really know, but it seems to work. Whether it's just mentally works for me or it really is working, I don't really care, because I'm so tired these days that it really doesn't matter. But yeah, sleeping has just been not fun at all. Body changes that I've had is, I believe I have discovered my first stretch mark, but it is in a pretty convenient spot. It's actually right on my boobs, but right like next to my nipple, I guess you could say. And it's really tiny. It's only about 1/4 of an inch, and it's really not that big of a deal. But I also find that it's kind of a weird spot. I always imagined if I were to get any kind of stretch marks on my boobs, they'd be more like here and up here kind of thing. But it's just kind of like in a random spot. So maybe it's not a stretch mark. I can feel the indent, and it's a tiny bit purplish. So I think it is. Really, that's the most convenient place. It's never going to be seen if I were to wear any kind of, clothes or bathing suit. So I'm like, whatever. But still nothing else as far as I can tell. I really try and check, but these days I really can't even see that well in certain spots. So this week I had an appointment with my doctor, and everything went really well. We talked about my whole blood pressure thing, and he actually told me that I really need to start eating saltier food and to always keep potato chips with me, because that salt really helps your blood pressure kind of rise. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't really like potato chips, but if I need to eat anything with salty, then I guess I can do that. We went over my birth birth plan a lot, basically line by line kind of thing. And he was really good about everything that I said. I was really scared to talk to him about it because I thought he was just going to like really make me mad and want me to dump him. But luckily he actually was pretty supportive. There were a few things that I knew he was going to be a little bit of a stickler on. For instance, I had said that I didn't want anyone to offer me pain medication at the hospital, and he just basically told me that they're going to offer me it, which I'm fine with, but I just don't want them to do it in a condescending way, like when I'm in a lot of pain and I've already refused it, that they keep going, well, we can make this pain go away if you just, because I don't want to be tempted with that. I know that there's that there's ways to relieve the pain, but I don't want those things, and so it'd be nice to not be constantly tempted with it. So I guess I'm just kind of hoping that they're respectful to me as much as I'm going to be respectful to them, because I know they still do have procedures. Another one is that I told him I didn't want to have an episiotomy if we didn't have to, and he really didn't like that a lot. I told him that obviously if it was like completely necessary that we would, but for the most part I wanted to tear on my own if that were to happen. I did actually talk to him because I remember a few weeks ago I'd mentioned that he was kind of giving me a hard time about the placing the baby on my chest while also doing delayed cord clamping, and I let him know I really felt confident about this decision and that I've done a lot of research with it, and I felt like as long as the umbilical cord, as far as it can go, I would like him at least laid on my belly, and that I would like to have delayed cord clamping. Of course, he tried to scare me with, well, just so you know, the research shows that your placenta is going to need a blood transfusion or something like that, and I don't know. I feel really confident about it. I think that he's kind of just very old school and doesn't really understand a lot of things. Hopefully I will be able to do that. And then he also was kind of making a statement. He said something about how he'll probably wipe the baby off before he hands me the baby. And I was like, no. I really just want you to like literally put the baby on my chest. Like, that's it. Everything. Like, I will wipe off what I want, but I really don't want him taking the baby, wiping the baby off, and then putting the baby on me. And so he was like, well, okay, I really don't know if you're going to want a really messy baby on you. And I was like, I do. I told him that I wanted to be able to touch the baby's head as the baby's crowning. And I asked him, is that going to be okay? And he's like, yeah, but I can guarantee you're not going to want to. And I'm like, yes, I will. Are you kidding me? After like so much pain and everything that I'll be going through, I think that the one reward that I will want is to be able to at least touch his head as he's coming out. I don't really understand why he would think that I wouldn't want to. I guess maybe some women, or a lot of women that he's dealt with, wouldn't want to, but I was like, no, you don't know me. I want that. I really want that. And I also told him that I would love the opportunity to get to help deliver if possible. And he told me once again that if everything is going fine, that he will allow me to help deliver Oliver. But he also told me that most likely I'm not going to want to. I don't know. It was really upsetting. And at the same time, he just says a lot of things that are like passive aggressive, I guess you can say, but at the same time, like, whatever, he can believe all he wants. I can either choose to get mad at him or I can just prove him wrong. So I guess we will see when the day comes how I actually am. Okay, so I think that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my belly. All right, so here is the belly with the shirt down. I don't know if you can tell, but he is currently in a very lopsided position. I really do believe that if he had more room, if I didn't have a bicornuate uterus, that he would be a transverse baby. But he just really can't. I don't think he can go over, I believe, but we'll see. Okay. And here's my shirt up. Okay, so like I said earlier, I did put up our Draw Our Life video. It's me and Brian's life. I did a little bit of our before and then mostly our relationship. So if you guys haven't watched it, you definitely should. I did do a bit of revealing of some things, and so it's definitely an intense video and it's a little bit crazy. So definitely go check it out if you haven't. And then I wanted to let you guys know I have some really big videos coming up. I am planning on doing my nursery tour very soon. I'm almost done with everything. I'm just trying to get a few things done before. And then also I have a huge giveaway coming up to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. Be on the lookout for that. I'm hoping very, very soon, within the week or two. Hope you guys enjoyed this bump date. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like this video if you did, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Just a few months after we lost Gabriel, I started to tell my story on YouTube. It was like nothing I've ever done before. I put myself out there because I knew I had a story to tell. Right away, people were watching and commenting and telling me their stories, and suddenly I had built this community of amazing subscribers who knew that it was time to break the silence of stillbirth. Women all over the world were sending me stories about how I had helped them heal from their loss. And Are you ready for this? Are we action? Okay. Karma. Do you want to sit right here? Do you want to sit over there? Where do you want to sit?
Come here, boy. Sit down.